These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, Megan Thompson with your top stories right now from ABC15 Arizona.
I know that they love their dad and they're gonna miss him. It's hard. They need him.
A Valley family in mourning after a tree trimming accident. 42-year-old Jaime Yepes Soles died after getting trapped in a 50-foot palm tree in West Phoenix as he was working near 67th Avenue in Thomas. Rescuers got to him, but it was too late. The family telling us he died soon after from suffocation. They are now raising money for his burial in Mexico. The triple-digit heat is here, and tragically, one person has died after going hiking in the heat. This happening in the Superstition Mountains at Wave Cave Trail. Authorities say a group of 5 people were on the trail for 6 hours and needed help, and then a 33-year-old man died. We're working to learn his name and if the group was local or out-of-towners. ABC 15 speaking with Phoenix Fire, who says the most important thing is to pick the right time, so go in the mornings.
Always, if you can, hike with a buddy. If you can't, please tell someone that you are going hiking. And when you anticipate that you're going to be back, bring a fully charged cell phone. A lot of times when someone does activate the 911 system, we use their location based on that phone. We use a thing called What 3 Words. We ping where they might be on the trail, and it can be very, very advantageous to your emergency.
Important advice. Keeping you updated now on that mass shooting in Glendale that happened just over a week ago. Police tell us they still have not made any arrests. 3 people died, 5 people were injured near 57th Drive in Grand. Police have several persons of interest they want to talk with. Officers have regular patrols out monitoring that area. They're continuing to look to receive any tips. Now to an all-new Operation Safe Roads report. Parents, car crashes are the leading cause of death for teens, according to the CDC. And as we get closer and closer to the 100 deadliest days for teens, I'm taking a closer look at a new study suggesting the age of your teen's car could make a difference. It's never easy allowing a new driver to take the wheel. Experts say teens face a higher risk of crashes due to lack of experience, immaturity, and their tendency to take risks.
Particularly when teens start driving unsupervised.
Ginger Yang is an author of a study published in JAMA Network Open, which suggests another risk factor. She says the older the car that people drive, the higher the risk of dying in a crash. The study says driving vehicles 6 to 15 years old had a 19% greater risk of fatal crashes, and vehicles older than 15 years had a 31% greater risk, both compared to those driving vehicles 5 years old or newer, regardless of the driver's age. But Yang says many parents pass down an old vehicle to their new driver.
Teen drivers that is 15 to 18 years old will more likely than middle-aged drivers that is 31 to 55 years old to drive a vehicle that is older than 15 years.
Yang says the newer vehicles and driver assistance technologies can not only reduce crashes, but also their severity. And since parents often control what car their teen drives, she says teens should drive the safest vehicle available. If a newer model isn't in budget, get frequent maintenance to ensure the car is properly running. When possible, seek out a car with driver assistance technologies and help them develop safe driving habits by educating teens on the dangers of risky driving. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety does maintain a list of vehicles it deemed safe for teens to drive on its website.
With your most accurate forecast on this Monday, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. It'll be a breezy to gusty one across the state, including here in the valley, with temperatures starting off this morning in the mid-80s. It'll be a warm start, mid-90s by midday, forecasting breezy conditions to pick up around that time and stay breezy throughout the afternoon with that high of 102. Gusts in the valley will be anywhere from 30 to 35 over the next couple of days. In the high country, winds even stronger, especially Tuesday, with gusts anywhere from 45 to 60 miles per hour along the Mogollon Rim in the White Mountains, with highs there today staying in the mid and upper 70s, 80s in Payson, Prescott, and Sedona, with 90s and lower 100s across the lower deserts later on today. Your 7-day forecast, though, showing a cooling trend as that storm moves in. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s from Tuesday to Thursday in the valley before we warm things up Friday and Saturday. Flagstaff windy today and tomorrow with highs in the 60s and 70s. Slight chance of a shower on Wednesday, and then we slowly warm things up the rest of the week with highs in the 60s and lows in the 30s.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or you can download our free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.